Okay. I have a little bit of time this morning before work. Actually, here, one second. I have my headphones in. I got to take those off. I have a little bit of extra time before work here this morning. Sorry for the mic noise. Again, I'm kind of moving some stuff around. Some time this morning, and I'm still trying to get this new filming angle figured out. I'm still kind of working on it. That noise is going to bother me. Ugh. I had some peanuts this morning. I do like dry roasted peanuts, but yeah, I'm still trying to get this filming angle figured out. Still kind of doing some experimentation. Wanted to kind of, whoop, see, there goes that microphone. Actually, hold on to that flake. One second, let me clip this. Get on here. There we go. Still trying to get this whole thing figured out because, again, in some of my other videos, I was talking about how I was having issues with, usually I have like a little wooden arm that sticks out and then I clamp stuff onto that. Well, that's not quite long enough, and I don't have a piece of wood yet to make that a bit longer, so I'm doing something a bit different. This is just some good old regular black obsidian, nothing too crazy to it. I don't even think... It's got that little bit of like greenish tinge to it. This is some of the stuff that I got at my first nap in. So I've been loving these cobbles. I really have. They've just been so nice. It's pleasant and fun. Like the size of stuff to work on is just great. I like it. I like it a lot. Sometimes it's got wonkiness. Another good flake. Hold that. I'll be able to use that. But yeah, I'm just going to try to biface some stuff out. Nothing too crazy. Again, we got to get a feel. Got to get a feel for this new setup. If this is your first video in a little while, I completely reorganized my setup. Kind of made it so that I could have stuff kind of right here, darn it, right in front of me. And then along with that, biggest reason why I did some reorganization, excuse me, jeez. Big reason I did some reorganization was because I was having dust issues. Like, I wasn't feeling like I was inhaling a lot of dust, but just kind of the setup that I had, I realized that it really wasn't ideal for dust removal. I just didn't like it. Whoa! Stop moving. Stay. So I did some reorganization and kind of made it so that I could have my fan kind of blowing across me. Because before, let's say this beautiful hunk of obsidian was me, I had my fan blowing from behind me, and then there was a wall right here. Knocking this dang microphone off. Oh my goodness. Let me put that out of the way. I had the fan blowing across, like from my backside up against a wall, so the wind just kind of had like nowhere to go. And then I was like, I don't really want that. So now I have the fan blowing across from me towards the open garage door. So hopefully that evacuates a bit more dust. Not that it was like too big of a problem for me to begin with, but you know, with how much I read about it and stuff, I was like, I don't know why I would just keep doing it this way, but that's probably not as good when I have all the power in the world just to make it that's something that's, you know, better. Like how it should be. Getting all that dust out of there. But, no. I don't really even have any plans to make something. I just want to, again, test camera angles and stuff. Get that all figured out. I don't know, is this good? Is this good so far? I'm going to need feedback from you guys. I'm just going to need feedback. Because, like, I could do 15 different things and I wouldn't like how they look. Or like one thing because it's out of my way, but then you guys can't see anything. So it's like, I don't know if I can fully trust myself to choose the best option. But we're getting it figured out. This is kind of nice because it takes the whole arm and moves it out of my way, so I don't have to worry about it catching on my sleeve. That just shattered. Look at how that flake shattered into pieces. That was weird. I haven't seen that in a long time, actually. I'm going to zigzag this backside. Forgot about that. Still, the whole cortex and stuff. Got that going on. I've been working obsidian a lot here lately. It's been very, very nice. I mean, I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it a lot. I'm getting really good with it. And I know soon here I'm going to have to start doing stuff with raw rock. And I don't know if I'm ready for that. I'm going to need to adjust my mental game, if you know what I mean, to better kind of suit working with the raw stuff. Because I did try to work some raw Texas stuff. It was like some Williams County cobble. I believe Mr. Leatherad sent me some of that stuff in his unboxing of the Texas stuff along with the Georgetown and whatnot. But I tried using some of that. Oh my goodness. From this to that, horrible. I was having issue after issue after issue. Mostly because I was wussing out and I wasn't actually committing to my strikes when I really needed to be. Because, you know, with obsidian, it's just, and then it just goes. With that raw stuff, though, you gotta know when to give it gas, too. Because if you don't, or your platform's not strong enough, you will get the most monstrous step fractures ever. And I hate step fractures. You guys know this. I hate them. I hate them so much. And with obsidian, you know, they're not the worst to try and remedy because it's pretty cooperative. But the raw rock, screw that. That stuff sucks. Having to fix that kind of issue on. But I've been doing a bunch of bifacing too because, you know, it's getting cold. Winter's getting there. Winter's coming. So my plan is to kind of do just like a boatload of preforms, because that way, I don't know about this one. No, it went. Is that way, come on. And that way I can just kind of come out here and work, which, you know, is good and all. Here, I'll show you. I have a bunch of preforms that I've been working on. This is what I mean. I'm just like stockpiling. Does anybody else have chronic preform hoarding syndrome? But look at these. These are all pieces from that, all my YouTube shorts I posted in Eden that was made out of some peach pit obsidian. That's this stuff. Focus on this stuff. Thank you. And these were a bunch of pieces that I had left over from it. You know, just like big usable flakes. So, except this guy, he's an imposter. That's banded obsidian. That dingus. He's trying to sneak in and trying to get all the fame. But yeah, I've just been making a bunch of that stuff because my thought process is, you know, if it's colder than balls out here and I don't want to have my butt frozen to the metal stool that I sit on, I want to spend as minimal time out here as possible. Oop, I think I just cut myself. Yep. A little one, but oops. That wasn't even from the edge of this. That was, I caught something along the edge, like up on here somewhere. That actually reminds me, I was seeing a post on Reddit here not too long ago that due to lava blades makes the obsidian knives and stuff pretty popular. People were commenting under the post, like, it's crazy to me how, like, scary people make obsidian seem. Like, they make it seem like if you drop a piece wrong, it's gonna like bore its way into the ground and go to the center of the earth and make it explode. Like, it's just this insane amount of sharpness. And like, don't get me wrong, it's pretty dang sharp. It's really dang sharp. But like, you know, lava blades and other people, they do some of their stuff without gloves on, which, you know, that's perfectly fine. You can absolutely do that. Once you kind of do it long enough, you know when the risk is present and when the risk is not present. But, you know, it's just funny to watch people freak out a little bit over something that, I mean, yeah, obsidian is pretty dangerous, but I'd say it's more dangerous to your eyes when you're napping as opposed to, I want to fix it. This tip's bothering me. Oh, come on. It's more dangerous to your eyes than it really is your, like, hands and fingers. There is, well, okay, hold on. Let me rephrase that. There are states of obsidian when you're napping it that are more dangerous than others. My example being, so this isn't too bad. This isn't too dangerous. This is pretty fine. I mean, you could probably toss this to me from across the room and I'd be like, ooh, hey, let's be careful now. Could get cut. It really wouldn't be the worst. The dangerous obsidian is when you get like a big piece like this. Shout out to my boy. What's his YouTube channel? Idaho something. He finds arrowheads and stuff in Idaho, and he posts them to his YouTube channel. Leave a comment, dude. I wanna shout you out. He sent me this stuff. But when you hit a piece of obsidian like this, and you're going through and you're zigzagging the edge, and you have something big like this with a large edge that is zigzagged, that's like that whole thing is a razor blade. And what makes it more dangerous than something like this is if you drop this has weight. It's awkward and it has weight. So when it falls, like if it falls against your hand or like the back of your hand or your arm or your foot even, and you have like a point on it, it is very, very sharp and it's very, very, very dangerous because it's going to cut you pretty darn easy. So I don't really consider like doing this small stuff super duper dangerous. Have I gotten cut doing it? Oh yeah. I mean, that's just the name of the game. I mean, that's just obsidian for you. You can do all kinds of things to mitigate your risks, but I don't even, when the heck did I do that? I don't remember when I did that. What the heck? You can mitigate your risks, but it's not like you look at it wrong and your entire finger is going to get chopped off. And gloves, like gloves help. Gloves do a lot. That's going to bother me. Hold on. Get the pirate tape out. Skull and crossbones, baby, bad to the bone. Yeah. This is overkill, but we're going to do it just because it's bothering me. There we go. Okay. But yeah, I saw that and I thought that was interesting. I tried to answer some comments on that post because a lot of people were answering questions and weren't really getting replies, and some of them were pretty darn good questions too. So I was like, oh shoot, why not? Why not give an answer to those people? I don't know. I might not be an expert in any of this, but I like to provide answers where I can, or at least direct people to answers. The one funny thing that I also saw a lot of, which was like, oh, gotcha, was, which, that's just Reddit for you, but was a lot of, yeah, me when I get glass in my food and I love it. It's like, I did kind of wonder, what did the natives do to cut down on their glass intake? Like, I'm sure if you use something just like a wooden backing when you were cutting your stuff, that'd be it. And, you wouldn't really have to worry about a whole lot. I mean, it's not like it's polluting your food with an insane amount of glass dust. Is there some? I'm sure there is. But I don't know. I feel like all these things were calculated and accounted for. I mean, if you ate something that somebody prepared with a very distinctive black rock and you became increasingly sick the entire time you did it over the course of thousands of years, you'd think that somebody along the way would be like, hey, don't eat stuff that the people who use that black stuff was preparing. The stuff's nasty. It gives you a tummy ache. It's awful. It's awful. It's horrible. Like, you'd think that would happen, but I don't know. I'm sure that it's really not as bad as people are making it out to be. Again, it's just funny. It's just funny to me. It's just funny for me to read other people's reactions and stuff. How's the camera angle doing so far? Is it looking good? You guys liking it? Is this fine? Does this show enough? I don't know how the focus is. It's quite nice for me because it's out of the way, so I can really work without having to worry about too much. I mean, my foot might bump into it, here and there, but you know, I mean, I was bumping into the camera before as well, so it's not like it'd be exclusive only to this. Oh, there it is, right there. There's this really interesting looking like small wasp that's flying around. I don't know if it's like a grasshopper wasp or something, but she's really pretty. Little white patches on her antennas and stuff. It was cool. Startled me at first while I was sipping on my caffeinated beverage here this morning, but she's friendly. What do I want to do here? Hold on. I gotta take care of some nastiness in there. One thing I'm not centralizing super duper well with the filming. I'm kind of off to the side. Oh, and notice that I do that. I kind of like favor this side of the screen. I'm not entirely sure why that is. I think that's just me settling into a comfortable position, and that comfortable position happens to be to the right of the camera, but I'm also right-handed, so who knows, maybe we're right-handed filming. Who knows about that? Let's see here. Work on flatten this out a little bit more. As we're getting there, we're doing pretty good. Not bad. I have no idea what this is going to be. I could just have it be just this. Oh, shoot, I just overshot that, I think. Did I? Maybe I did. I don't know. I could just leave it at this, because I'm really just trying to make preforms. I'm not really trying to finish a piece out right now. But then we're only 17 minutes in. Maybe we gotta make more preforms. Yeah. What else can I do to bolster this? Should I give some instructions for all y'all dedicated fans that are watching this right now? I do appreciate you guys so much too. Like, I think it's just super duper cool that I have this opportunity to share this kind of hobby with people who also share interest in this kind of hobby. Oh, there she is, right there. Oh, darn it. Oh, she flew away again. I'm gonna try to scoop her up if I can next time. Seems a bit discombobulated, probably because of my light. I don't know if they use moonlight for navigation like moths. I'm guessing they might. Very nice. I just like obsidian. I think I'm falling in love with it. Yeah, I think I'm falling in love with it. I mean, what's not to love? You got a ton of variety. Got literal mountains made out of this stuff. It's got pretty colors. It's easy. You can get it pretty cheap. I did just buy a bunch of black stuff from Neolithics. So we're gonna see what Craig hooks me up with. Sometimes it's a gamble, sometimes it's hit or miss. Craig's usually pretty good about what he sends though. Last time I was surprised I actually got Peach Pit from him, which was like, oh cool. Wasn't expecting that, because I usually don't order black obsidian, just because, I don't know, I like having colorful stuff. It's like, would you rather have, oh dang it, my tip's getting junked. It's like, would you rather have Cheerios or Fruit Loops? It's like, well, both are O-shaped, but the other one has fun colors. And they're probably relatively close in nutritional value, at least to some degree, so just give me the one with more color so I can feel some happiness in the day. But yeah. I'll probably just make a little preform. I might grab another piece. Oh yeah, I'm gonna grab another piece after this. Because I'm getting pretty dang close to just kind of being set to go with this one. And see, like, that's my issue too, is that I make preforms and then I just don't use them. Like, I like the reduction process. I think it's fun. It's like one of my favorite parts. Like doing this right now is my favorite. I like doing this. I'm getting, okay, we're, all right. I just put a nice big old dip right in there. Let's remedy that just a little bit, please. Let's wrangler in. There. Wrangler in pretty good there, I'd say. Yeah. It's a very nice thin preform. God, it's so pretty. Again, I just like obsidian. It's just nice. It's pleasant. It's wonderful. What am I going to make out of this? Good question. I got no idea. We could do one more there. Maybe there. Ouch. That stinker. That stinker. Get out of there. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's see, what else do we have? Do we have other pieces? Let's do... Well, yeah, this is good, actually, because since we're experimenting with filming, I don't know, let's try... This is a flake that I took off of that original cobble. Let's try and work this down, because I want to see... That was kind of it was bigger, and we're just going to test out doing something smaller like this. I definitely think I need to... Here, 1 second. I'm going to just do like a light, just kind of a light bend, just like that. Maybe that might be... Because another good thing, too, is that with where this camera mount is located, I can kind of just leave it. I don't need to readjust the positioning of it when I go to... Don't. Thank you. When I'm not using it, so... This is kind of a nice thing I like about this setup, too. I like it when I can just, like, have stuff set up, walk over, plug stuff in, and then get to it. So let's see if we can make a mini biface out of this. So first thing I want to do is this big, we got this big scoop in here. And this section in here is kind of the largest flat section, so I'm going to try to shave this off, which leaves us with this. So I kind of got to reduce this down. So I'm going to go in an angle C. Nah, it's not going to work. Sometimes I can get frisky with it, but we're just gonna, come on. See, that's kind of smoothing that out a bit. Still got a high spot over here. That's fine. Well, that took care of that as well. That's another thing when you're dealing with these types of flakes, is that sometimes with them being so close to the surface and being from flakes in general, you can get kind of like stress fractures around the flake detachment and stuff. So sometimes they're not all good, but I like to keep whatever I can because I don't want to be wasteful. I know that I'm very fortunate to have the quantity of obsidian that I do. And I don't know, sometimes I feel like I don't give enough love to the little points. I did make a Gunther not too long ago. I want to try to do that again sometime on video. I made some of that, it was opalized chalcedony that I got from the Evil Etaine seller over on Reddit. I did make the Gunther out of that stuff, and I'm not, my goodness, I tell you what, that stuff was nice. So it was real nice. Let's see here. So we kind of got, it's a little awkward thing. It's flattened mostly. We still have a bit of concav. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I forget. So I'm trying to bring this center line up on this by shaving it down that way, so that I can maybe try to round some flakes off into that concavity down in there and round this side off. That's the plan anyways. Do things usually go to plan with obsidian most of the time? Will I find a way to mess it up? Probably. I think we're gonna be just fine. Again, if this piece, even if this doesn't amount to anything, or like a small biface that I can use, you know, it's whatever. This is solely to get some filming practice in, which is probably like what I'll say. It's just like filming practice with the new setup. Again, please leave your feedback if you like it, if it's good, if you like the zoomed out view better. Some stuff I'm gonna have to try and juggle, but I don't think it'll be too bad. I think I'll be able to get it figured out. And I did before, and that was interesting. Yeah, I can tell too. I didn't really know how much dust was like being produced by what I was doing. Yeah, there's another pop. Because, you know, I was just kind of having my back to it, and it just kind of swirled around. My car got pretty dusty, but now that I have the fan blowing across me from this right side here, I can tell big time that there's a lot of dust, like just my book and stuff, like here, like my safety glasses case. It's just, you know, very dusty. Well, shoot, here, that's a, look at the top of this container. This is like 2 days worth of stuff. Ignore those Cahokia points. I'm still getting those situated. I just haven't moved them yet. Or no, I was going to do a point showcase. That's why they haven't been moved. Yeah. Wanted to do a point showcase on them all. Oopsie. Gave myself a little bit of an issue there. Some diving. I don't know if that's a crack that goes all the way through. I don't think it is. So we got to fix that. We got to fix that. And try to braid it just a little bit. I want to see what's on this other side here. Nothing much? Okay, that's fine. But you. Ooh, yeah, that's where the nastiness is hiding. That's where all the nastiness is hiding. You bugger. It's fine, though. It doesn't seem to be linked to that, though, on this side. It just seems to kind of be its own junk. Shouldn't be the end of the world. I can fix that. Let's see here. Knock this tip off because that was kind of spongy in there from the Cortex. Technically, I could leave it just as it is right now, but I kind of want to clean up that junk that's in there. That is one thing that I'm noticing. Is like when I get close and when I bump it a bunch, and when I like point to stuff, sometimes it doesn't want to do it. Like if I don't know, I'm just catching that a couple times when I glance at the viewfinder. Clean most of it off. Just don't want to get this. What do we got here? Tell me. Oh, that's not bad at all. It doesn't even go through. Am I bleeding through my thing? That was the smallest cut ever. Yeah. Back on that like obsidian topic. It's interesting when, I don't know, I always find it interesting when something big like that gets posted in a different subreddit outside of napping, like the napping subreddit, and then nobody, like everybody says stuff on that, but nobody bothers to come to the napping subreddit to check it out, where we actually do all this stuff like full time, you know? It's like we got a space for this, guys. If you think it's cool, check it out. But then like a lot of subs have rules about, you know, self-promotion, and I don't want to get lambasted for being like, hey, you should check out the sub where we do this, but also at the same time it's like it's relevant to the post. I don't know. Oh, come on, did that come off? Oh, it did. You what the McSqueeze me? I don't like that. I left some weirdness in there. Now we've got like weirdness. That little valley right there. Can I go over the top? How do I get rid of that? Maybe I might be able to just get rid of that here. If I try to take from here, I'm hoping maybe it'll fan out. It'll fan out into there, maybe. We'll see. This is a guess. Yeah, I took it. Took it nicely. That was kind of a dum-dum hit on my part. Oh, what am I doing? This is fine. I want to make more barbed points, like little toothy points, you know? Like the pine trees and stuff. I need to do more of those. I just like how they look. I just sometimes feel like my serrations end up looking a bit wonky sometimes because I just don't do them a whole lot. I love how they look. And you want to steal my heart. Make a wonderful serrated point that looks like it's got teeth. It's peak. Yeah. Alright, well, there's just that little one. Not too bad. Little tiny piece. And you make a little arrow out of this. Yeah. Yeah. Do we have more? Do we have more? We do have more. This is another piece. This is of that peach pit. I kind of worked on it already just a little bit again, preforming it down. But I think I'm going to take from here. See, like that's what I mean, like right there. See how I didn't focus on that? I'm going to take it from here. I'm going to round across here and knock a bunch of that off if I can. If I can. It's going to take a bit of gas, but I was going to say I've... Nice. That was a good one. I do like it when I like skim the surface and it adds like a real craggly texture to it. That's super cool to me. Obsidian is just super cool. I have a November 8th. I'm going to be giving a show to some kiddos. I'm going to be showing them all about this stuff. I'm going to bring some of my big old chert cobbles that I kept as specimens. I have a thing of root beer that I'm saving for a special occasion, but I'm going to bring that since I haven't used it. Just because it's cool. It's just cool. And like, I don't know. I'm sure it comes as no surprise, but I was a kid who loved rocks. I would go through like rock landscaping and look for fossils and whatnot, and I had a big bag of them. It was like an old bank bag from the Wild West times when they had stuff, like a lot of stuff in coins. I had my coin bag of cool rocks, and I gave that to Dad because he's a science teacher, and he uses it for the rock cycle and stuff. So it still gets used. See, I love how ripply like those surface skims are. It just looks so cool. I swear, doing indirect versus stuff with like antler gets you different. Ooh, that was very gross. Gets you different, like flakes. It's interesting. But it's still cool. It's still really cool. I did record one video here not too long ago about doing a Langtree point for it was a point request that was given to me, and I had a hard time with it, and like listening back to the video, you know, that Saturday Night Live skit with Negative Nancy, that was me, and I was like, this just kind of sucks. I wouldn't want to listen to a dude, you know, complain about stuff for an hour straight. That just kind of sucks. So, I don't know. I just didn't want to put that out there just because it seemed, you know, it wasn't content. It was me just complaining. Like, yeah, I was making a point too, but I'd rather myself be behaving a bit differently than how I did, just because, I don't know. I don't want to post garbage. Maybe some people like the rage. I don't know. It's like watching people get mad at playing video games. Be that one guy sitting in the napping circle with a big grin on your face as Thog is over there smacking his obsidian as hard as he can, like, why won't it work? It's not cooperating. And you're just sitting there like, you know, just laughing it up, chuckling, chortling. I like that word. It's one of my all-time words. Let's see if we can. That could have been a bit more, but whatever. Got a little bit of weirdness over here with all this. It's just a lot of texture right there. A lot of ups and downs. Did I bend this? I bent it. Oh my god, I'm working obsidian. How did I bend it? 1 second. There we go. I did get a new copper rod, by the way. This one's much longer. I think I've mentioned it before, but when you go from like a shorter copper rod to a longer one, it's weird because I swear the hits register differently because of some type of like leveraging of the rod when it goes down and like the weight on the back side of the rod. I swear it's different. Because going to this one from the other one, there was like this weird adjustment period. Like, I don't know. Because it's like I didn't change anything outside of the length of the rod, and I was already in the middle of napping. So I was warmed up and everything. I don't know. I don't know why or what. But it's something. And this one's getting pretty darn close to being salvaged. Still got a bit of thickness that I think I could take care of, especially going this way. Snip that off. Take that off. Don't dive it too deep though, because I don't want to create issues for myself. Also a very round preform, but no biggie. No biggie to me. I really shouldn't thin the middle like I just did. That's like one of those bad habits that's really hard to break. And I wouldn't say that it's like a bad habit, but if you're prone to snapping your stuff in half for whatever reason. Ew, that was yucky. Ew, I should have. Oh, that was weird. That flake really stopped short. I could have given that one a bit more gas and it would have carried just a bit further, but that's fine. Let's see. Take care of some of the stuff on the. Whoop. Some of the wonkiness on the base. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking that this setup might work well. I kind of want to do some spalling practice just to try and see what that looks like, because that's kind of like a big thing that it might be hard to film. That's probably good. Have I even been holding on to these? Hold on. Was there one more, or did I just do 3 so far? I can't remember. I'm gonna get a picture of these just because. But yeah, just a couple bifaces. Nothing crazy. Uh-oh, I locked the focus. Delock that. Okay, I want to try. Again, this is just all experimentation. Y'all are along for the ride with it. I gotta find a piece that isn't. Ooh, this is that stuff with the bubbles in it, or like the ash pockets. I really like this stuff a lot. Let's see if I can. See, this is good because now I have obligations to try and do well. And that was kind of a crappy one. Whoa, has that got like a rainbow effect in there? So I'm gonna keep this piece. I'm gonna try to make something of that. That one I unfortunately can't do anything with. Oh, there we go. Heck yeah. I love this stuff. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get some of it again. I just love the texture of it. Like, it's rough, which, you know, it kind of sucks to sharpen, but I like it. Like, I really want to try snowflake obsidian at some point. This stuff's cool, though. I really like this stuff. And this is, like, my last piece of it, so I'm trying to... Ah, dang, it broke. I can still... just because of how little of it I have, I might try to make something out of those 2 pieces. Again, try to do my small bifaces. If not, oh well, it just ends up on the pile. Do some of that. trying to get all situated here. Maybe. I'm gonna try. But yeah, like something like this is when obsidian is dangerous, because this whole edge is a razor blade. This is awkward to hold, and if it falls or like catches your leg, that's when it's like, ooh, ow, shoot, I'm really done a number on myself, and that's no fun. Hold on, I was looking at the camera there. I wasn't even looking at what I was doing. Ouch, something just poked me. Was that you? I swear that was you. Yeah, hold on. And see, like, again, just like right there, you can wear gloves. Sometimes they don't help. Take that piece. Yeah. I don't know, do I want to keep messing with this stuff more? I kind of want to do a full video of trying to do something with this. I might do that because it's special and it's nice, and I don't know, I don't want to waste it. Yeah, that's how Spalling's looking. I think that's not too bad. I have another piece I can practice with. Is this a piece of Dustin's or is this mine? I think this is mine. Oh no, I do have more. Nice. Okay. I thought I didn't have any more. Sick. Okay, hold on. Oh. Should have supported that, but I can still get 2 out of that. Yeah, look at it. It's sweet. It also hides the flake scars really well too, so if you're doing stuff like Scotts Bluffs or Edens, they really look cool. That one stay together? Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that, that's just sick. It's gritty too, it is not smooth. It's just cool. It's a cool piece of obsidian. Okay. I'm looking at the time, and I'm seeing 42 minutes. Let me reorganize some of this stuff in my box, my little box. Do I want to mess with this thing? What is this? This is from him as well, Dustin, I believe. Yeah, Dustin was his name. Yeah. It's early in the morning. There's very few things I have that. Wow, look at that one. That's fun. I just love that it can do that. It's so cool. Just whoosh, and look at it. What's in there? Secrets? It's another one of them. Kind of translucent with banding. Don't know what type, but that was a beautiful blade. Wow. That's a surgical blade right there. Look at that. Razor sharp. Absolutely wonderful. I could do all this with indirect. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think I've practiced enough with it. Again, I need your guys' feedback on it. Let me know if it looks good. Let me know if it's fine. If there's anything that I can do to like make some subtle adjustments to change it up so that it looks a little bit better, or that it's easier to kind of see what I'm doing, definitely let me know. Because I have time to make those changes, and this is all just kind of a test. But yeah, just a couple of bifaces, just a little bit of morning yap and nap. So nothing too crazy, nothing too special. I'm trying to think of what I'm going to do next. I have a couple more videos that I need to work on, and I want to retry that the Texas points, the Langtring stuff, because I wasn't incredibly thrilled with how my attempts turned out, and it just wasn't good. And my filming method was just, trying to do like an actual point without having any practice with my setup. It was a disaster. So we'll do that at a later time. But yeah, just a couple of bifaces, nothing too crazy. Nothing wild, just some simple stuff. But yeah, just some practice. I got more videos coming where I'm actually making some points. And I'm thinking too, I'll throw this at the beginning of the next video that I make too, but I'm thinking that since it's going to be starting to get colder, I might bump my napping videos, like me of actually doing stuff like one a week with my showcase videos as well. So like one napping video and one showcase video, just because it's getting unpleasant to be outside, and I don't know, I just don't want to be out in it because it's just not fun. But no, we'll see. All things good, all things in practice. Nothing too crazy. Oh, well, thanks for enduring the testing of the new setup. Let me know, again, what you think, and if you have questions or comments, or you want to get in contact with me, my email is in the description of the video. If you want to buy my pressure flakers, you can reach out to me with email as well. I 3D print these and sell them for not too much. Lots of different tip sizes. You can put a 1-inch dowel in the base to do your work with, but yeah, that's also in the description of the video. Follow me on Reddit, and yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you later. Peace.